Happy Sunday.
Happy. Oh, well, if you're listening to this, happy
Yeah.
Monday.
We're breaking the meta again. Peter, I have to say, dude, I feel like we always coordinate our like outfits pretty well. We
I
have we
know.
have this like nice like natural color beige tan
Yeah.
color going on. Damn.
Dude, and we never have once, or maybe like a one time, but like we never plan it.
Yeah, oh no, yeah, we never do. It's
It just
like
happens to be this way.
yeah. I have to say, I think our outfits that we've chosen for today are very daddy-esque. Daddy
Yeah, yeah.
like, you know?
Very, very fatherly, yeah.
Dude, like I could see you like on the sofa in the afternoon, like falling asleep to a good book with your glasses hanging
Dude,
down.
that's actually what I might do today. Actually, now that you said that, I don't even wear glasses, but I'll do it just to do it.
That's a sweater. I have a sweater like that. I like it. I dig it.
This is one of my favorite sweaters, dude. It's like it's so comfy
Hmm.
and it like looks nice. It like I like where the neckline is. I'm a big fan, dude. I'm a big fan of this sweater.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you, dude.
like
I
it.
love that I love jackets like what you're wearing
I know
too.
it's suede. This actually isn't mine. Well, it is mine now, but it was actually my dad's as a hand-me-down. I actually have a bunch of like my dad's like cool jackets when he was stylish like back then, like
Yeah,
the 80s and 90s. So like yeah, this
dude.
is
Oh, yes, yes. 90s and 80s, like vintage dad wear
mhm.
is so it's fantastic.
I have like yeah, actually most like a lot of it's my sweaters and like jackets that I still wear are like my dad's. Like I have this like nice like Adidas like track jacket and it just
Ooh,
screams like 90s, you know?
90s. Yeah, dude, I love that. I wear a lot of my dad's stuff too, actually. Yeah. He'll just like be like, "Oh, I found this in my closet." Or when he like goes shopping,
Hmm.
he'll see something and he's like, "Oh, Peter would wear that," and then we'll have a little fashion show.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I felt good wearing this. I actually had a flannel underneath this, but it was getting kind of hot, like inside. But I took it off. But like when I was wearing it, I was like, is this like an outfit like Pedro Pascal wore or like Last of Us or something? Like that like
Yeah,
post-apocalyptic
yeah,
outfit where you're wearing jeans, a flannel, then an overcoat. That's like
like layers. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I
I
know
was like,
exactly what you
oh
mean.
man, like this is getting me ready for The Last of Us today.
Dude, you should. That's a good, uh, that's a good something to shoot for. Pedro Pascal's outfits because it's
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
Stylish. But I'm
You
just wearing
can't
a
go wrong.
tank underneath. Boom. A
Dude, you
tank.
see this,
Do you see
dude?
that? It has
Dude,
a.
is it reversible potentially?
Oh no, it's not. The inside's just what this is plaid?
Plaid, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. This is plaid. So
Dude,
yeah, I love
see,
layering. Oh, dude, I have to say, like, so like 20 minutes before this, on my 5 minute drive to Dunkin' to get the coffee, within
yeah.
5 minutes, it was cloudy, and
Okay.
then it was sunny. The sun came out through the clouds, and all of a sudden it was downpouring. Then after downpouring, it started hailing for a couple
That
seconds.
happened here the other day. Not like as many things happened, but it went from it went from oh basically the same. It went from a sunny day to
Mhm.
like rain. Like basically skipped cloudy. It just started raining basically. And then hail. And I was like, what's going on today? And then it was just kind of like wet for the rest of the day and weird.
Oh yeah, yeah. Arizona weather can be weird sometimes.
Same with New Jersey.
Hmm.
I honestly kind of love it. The only things I don't like are when you can't put your finger on the temperature of the day.
Oh, when it's
So
like
like,
yeah, like humidity and stuff. I'm like, okay, on those type of days where the weather can be all over the place, layering is key, and
it's key.
being comfy, picking the right pair of pants is like pretty key because that's something you can't take on and off.
Yeah, you could, but you shouldn't. Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So usually my default is a pair. It's usually like black skinny jeans or joggers because they're versatile. Um, and yeah, usually I would default to joggers if it's like either hot, it's on the
Yeah.
hot or like humid scale. But yeah, black jeans just go with everything.
Yeah, I'm very much a jeans and joggers type of guy. I really don't wear like I mean, like shorts, obviously, if it's like summer or spring, and
Yeah.
or, but like jeans and joggers, I don't think you can really go wrong very often.
Hmm.
Jeans, joggers, a good long sleeve, like a thin kind of long sleeve, or
Hmm.
even like a thin sweater like this, and you can roll up the sleeves if it gets too warm.
I almost
Yeah,
always, whatever situation I'm in, when I'm wearing a sweater like that, like a crew neck sweater, especially when it's like cold
yeah,
or something, I'll always wear a tank top underneath so that I can take off the tank top and like wrap it around my neck. I mean, to
that's
take off the sweater and
sweater. Yeah, yeah,
wrap it around my neck. I like yeah, cause like especially if you're like out in bars or just out and about, going out, like, you can get like, hot pretty quick inside.
dude, because it's so crowded. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, dude. I think it looks attractive. Oh wait, I wonder if girls think this. I wonder if girls think this is attractive. But like when somebody has a good mix of like good style that looks good and stylish, but also like functional and
Like
um,
I feel like yeah, I feel like maybe.
you know, because that's what I try to go for. I go for like I try to be as comfortable as possible, but while also maxing out how good I look in my outfit.
I'm gonna blow your mind a little. About to say. I
Hmm.
think I think that it's the answer to that question is yes because I think that good style is functional.
True.
I think you can like good like unless you're going to like a gala or like the Oscars. Like if you're going to like a formal event, like a
Hmm.
wedding or something, then that's different because you're dressing basically primarily for style.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
if you're going just out, I think that it has to be functional
Hmm.
for it to be good. Because like if you're going out and you're wearing like a suit, like what's going on?
Yeah, and if you're
What are
wearing
you doing?
like just I don't know, yeah, if you look uncomfortable the whole day and you just
Yeah.
look like not prepared, like that's also something. Because you can look good, but like it doesn't suit the situation.
Yeah. Or if it doesn't suit you, I think I think that people have good style. Like my barometer for good style is if it's like your signature style and you're rocking it.
Hmm.
Cuz like you just look better because you look relaxed and comfy and
Hmm.
like it's like a way of like expressing kind of like you could kind of tell somebody's vibe a little bit from their style.
Yeah.
I like when people have like a defined sense of style. Or you can see that they're getting there and they're like they're tweaking it. They're like trying new things, seeing what their style is, finding their style. I like
Hmm.
that. I'm a big fan.
That's a good point. The thing is, oh, I also have another point to bring up. Like if you go too much on both ends, so for example, if you go too functional, you look like a Boy Scout.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause what are
yeah,
you gonna
yeah.
wear? Like, so like you can wear a jean jacket which has a lot of pockets, right? But you gotta
And then
balance it
full
out.
cargo pants.
Yeah, full cargo pants with like two pockets on each side, like going down. Like yeah, that dude, like get out. I mean, actually, yeah, go
Yeah.
outside, go for a hike. Literally do
Oh
that.
yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
literally you have food and water for 3 months in there.
it reminds me of
No,
Cody from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, where he has
yeah,
like
dude. Yeah,
he has just like bug spray and like bandages on his cargo pants, always prepared.
dude. My friend in elementary school had a jacket that like was like a. It was cool because it was a jacket, so like it still looked cool. There was just a bunch of hidden pockets, and
That's what
he
I
had
like.
like he had like a toothbrush, toothpaste.
Hmm.
Like he could have survived in that jacket, and it was like the coolest thing. But yeah, I agree with that. I think that you have to be kind of a living legend to pull off cargo pants or shorts.
Hmm.
I cannot do it,
Yeah,
and I would not even
shorts.
attempt it.
Yeah, that was
But
a
I used to wear them a lot,
same dude. It was
which was a
ugly.
mistake.
Yeah, I wore cargo shorts or like plaid shorts with like, those pockets. Like they were below my knees.
Oh, cute, dude, cute.
Yeah, I have this picture of like my family and I at Patriots Place, like back in middle school, dude. I was wearing like a bright turquoise white text Aeropostale shirt with plaid green and blue shorts below my knees and black and neon green Adidas basketball shoes.
Oh my god, I can almost see it. Did it say Aeropostale in the white letters?
Aeropostale and a bunch of like squiggly designs or
Oh my
whatever.
god, dude.
Dude, oh my god, I was so fucking fat. I was,
If we just with Aeropostale, just
dude.
I was a chubby boy as well, dude. I had a good full cheeks, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of walked into that one.
Double cheeked up.
I was double cheeked though. Yeah, dude. I was a chubby child. And you know what? I think I'm happy I was a chubby child.
Yeah. Same. It
Builds
made me work
character.
hard. Made me work hard.
Yeah. Like I felt like I was like also like I felt like I started off like I would rather have been a chubby child than too skinny.
Same. Yeah.
Cause like then I can like lose a little bit, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm like not like skinny, but like
Mhm.
I'm happy like in that little realm.
Yeah. Dude, I was always
And if
so
I were like
jealous.
skinny, yeah.
All like, especially during like grade school, a lot of the skinny kids were just the best at gym class, and that's where you show off,
I like
right?
running when we had to do like the mile,
Yeah,
and they're like
dude.
running like just running laps around us,
Dude,
chubby
fuck, dude.
boys. And I'm like, oh, fuck off.
I barely finished. I think my friend and I puked. We're the same pace. I think I did it in like 13
I puked.
minutes.
Yeah. I
Sixth grade.
remember. I actually also remember the great thing about like growing up chubby, dude. Is I always would like do 13s, not finish the mile, like and throw up, anything in that realm. Those were the three options basically. Like, and then I remember one time I did like a solid time,
Mhm.
like 8 in like 7th grade, and I was like, oh, am I getting into shape? And it was like a barometer, like that mile that became like a check-in, a yearly check-in, and it
Mhm.
was like a nice progress kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was great for the self-esteem, to be honest with you.
It's crazy how I went from that. Then in high school, I started doing like track and cross country. Um, and I think my fastest mile indoor during track, I ran like a 5:30 mile, which
Damn,
is
dude.
which was there was people running like sub 5, like people
Which
younger
is
than me, like
crazy.
freshman, sophomore. But I thought that was like really good for like me, like 5:30,
Yeah,
like to get to that point, like man.
dude, that's fantastic. I think my best was like 6:20, so like, you blew me out of the water.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, nowadays, dude,
Yeah.
I can't run like 2 miles straight. Like after 1 mile on the treadmill, like
No.
I'm done, dude. Like my knees, like damn, like my breath, my breathing work, my what is it? Your endurance, stamina. I don't know. I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
I always mix those
I
two
know what you
up.
mean.
But like,
They're kind of the same. They're
yeah,
very similar.
yeah. Most of the I think I'm trained more for like quick bursts, like basketball and volleyball. Like it's just quick sprints
Yeah.
down the court, or like volleyball. I'm always just like running around the court.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
I'm
kind
in that
of.
middle. I'm in that middle area. Like,
Mhm.
cause I have like long legs, dude. So when I ran track, I could never. When I did like indoor track, I couldn't do like the 55 meters. Cause I would get off to like like Usain Bolt has like
Yeah.
fucking legs the size of like you and me, and like he doesn't get off to good starts at all, and then he just makes up for it. I would be so bad at the 55, then I would be like decent at the 100 meter,
But
and then
200.
the
Yeah.
200 was my spot, dude, because I would like just hit my stride and then just start gliding.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. I forgot you did track also.
Yeah, dude, I honestly really enjoyed. Like I love track. Really gets you into great shape, and like the
Yeah.
practices. I think the practices are the most fun, and like they're the hardest in like they're really tough sometimes.
Yeah.
But like you're like running like with like your buddies,
Yeah.
and like you're like going for a run basically, and it's like I don't know,
It's a
something
good
about it is
time
very fun to me.
because
Yeah,
you're socializing. You're not always like running. Like you're taking breaks in between, especially like long distance. I had to run like 6 miles or more every single 10 miles for long runs for cross country. I'm like, whoa.
nah, that's actually sacrilegious,
But and also I did javelin my senior year just for
dude. Me
fun.
too.
It was so fun. Oh
They
my
like
god.
they like they like my coach, dude, used me like as a Swiss Army knife in senior year. He I think we had like a lot of injuries that year, and he
Yeah.
was just like plug and play whatever you could, like just try it. Like worst case, at least we have someone doing it. Like it
Hmm.
could be terrible. So I did shot put.
Oh, dude.
I tried discus, jav. I was so bad at long jump and triple jump.
Hmm.
Triple jump, dude, it bewilders me how people can do that. That's so impressive to me.
Yeah.
Like you just have to have so much like leg strength to just hop off of one leg and then hop like with the other. But I was pretty decent at high jump, and I love high jump's my favorite thing to do.
Oh, it's
High
hard,
jump,
dude. That's hard.
Dude, I just love it. Would like scare me like land on my head, but it was so fun to me.
I tried it out just for practice. I never competed in it, but like, I bashed my knee against my nose on
Oh,
because you know how you're on the
yeah,
flex position, then you come back.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck that.
Dude, I was always scared I was gonna break my legs in long jump,
Oh yeah.
and I was never good at it because I was just scared that I was gonna land weird, and I would never jump like as far as I could because I would get really nervous.
That's
Same with
one.
like I couldn't do
Yeah.
pole vault. I couldn't do it.
That scares me every time I watch it, dude. That's insane.
I could not do it. Like I just always thought, what if I go backwards?
Yeah, like who will catch me? Who is spotting me? Like,
No one, dude. You're done. Like you're breaking something.
yeah,
if you go
they're all
backwards.
just like on their timers, and like they have the gun. If I oh no,
Yeah.
oh no, never mind. They don't use the gun in, in
Not
pole
in
vault.
football. I think that would be problematic. Dude, I used to love. I take that back. High jump was my second favorite. 4x1 relay is
Oh,
that's my favorite. And then when the Olympics come, dude, I get like so excited for track. I like get hype. I get track and swimming, but I get like hype for track.
yeah, 4x1. That's a fun event. That was always like the most intense because that was always like one of the last events that could
One of the last ones, yeah.
that could either put you in second or first place. Like my high school's
Yeah.
actually pretty good at track. I think I only like you know how you have to like score, you have to do good time or good whatever for an event
Yeah.
to score for your team. I think I only did that like a few times because I wasn't that good. I was very
yeah,
average.
yeah.
I just did track mostly to stay in shape. But dude, do you know what I had to do? Which relay I had to do?
4x4.
4x8.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's actually the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's also nerve wracking
I'm
because
actually retiring from the chat, guys.
it's so stressful, dude. Because like everybody's just watching you, and you're representing your team, and like you have to run 4 laps, like
Yeah.
indoors.
No.
Two,
Oh,
two
yeah, I was
laps,
gonna
two
say
laps, 2 laps outdoors because it's
Outdoors.
400 meters. It was so nerve wracking, and you like I guess the best part is well the worst part was like when I was tired after like 800, dude, like catching the baton, like
Yeah.
that was always so stressful, dude.
Dude,
I've never
'cause
dropped
that's
it.
stress.
I've never
I
dropped
never
it.
dropped the baton, and I never was part of a drop, even when handing it off. And I take a lot of pride in that because it's like such a big thing if you drop it, and like
Yeah.
also like we would like practice the shit out of that. Like our coach was like so like anal about it. He was like, "You guys like, if you drop the baton, like you're off the team." Basically, he was like, we're not doing that," and like he would make us like practice it constantly, dude. But my favorite, I think part of the reason I like the 4x1 is that it's a blind baton pass. And I like it takes so much timing, and because you're literally just saying like we would say I went to Bergen Catholic, so we would say Bergen to get the person to start running, and then stick when we are when we're handing it off for the blind ones. But like it's like all up to you as a like if you're the third leg or anything but the anchor, like it's fully up to you to gauge how close am I to this person and like know their speed so you
Yeah.
don't mess it up. And it's like so I love that, dude. It's like so much trust.
It wasn't that much trust on my end compared to your situation because 4x8 it's a lot slower pace. So like
Still though, because it's two people moving at different tempos, and like it's so easy to just just close your hand too fast, or not close your hand fast enough, and the other person lets go, dude. Did you ever do the 4x4?
oh no. I wish
That's-
that sounds so fun, dude. I used to hate doing the 400 because that would like make me yak after.
Yeah,
'cause
me too.
It was,
Me too, every
it was
time.
full on sprint. 800 you kind of pace yourself, but after doing the 800 so many times, I was like, Coach, just put me on the 400, please.
Yeah, dude. I think for like me, obviously they're all hard, but for me, I think the hardest event in track is the 400 because, like you said, it's in that like disgusting gray area where like 1 and 2 or an indoor 3, you're sprinting. Like it's a sprint, and it's like supposed to be a sprint. 8 or 600 in indoor, and anything above is a long distance event. And then 4 is like that gross middle child of
Yeah.
like you are running a full lap, but you have to run the whole time. Like it's sprint the whole time, and every single time we had to meet, it's the last event.
Mm-hmm.
And like it would be like me and like one of my buddies who did like the 4 and the 8. Like he was more of a long distance, mid distance guy. And then like 2 other people, and they were like, we need people for the 4x4. And we would like look at each other and we're like, oh, like, should we do it? Because like it's always like you have the adrenaline at the time and you're like, oh, like we should do it.
Yeah.
But you know it's gonna be you're gonna throw up after and you're gonna feel like ass. And then we're like, oh, we'll do it. And then every single time throwing up, like you're like 300 in and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
You have to push yourself. Like the first 200 is fine, but that's the last 200 is like insane, dude. I'm shaking. I'm getting in the shakes, like nervous shakes right now because you know how nervous it is racing and like getting ready for your race, and you're in your head.
Yeah.
I'm like getting. It's coming back to me, dude. How nervous I used to get
When you're on the blocks, dude. That is like that. I've never felt nerves like that in my life, and I probably never will. That's like the nerves. That's crazy nerves to me.
Oh my God.
Especially for the 4 or 8, anything above like the 1 or the 2 to me is like more nerve wracking because like you know like how you have to like stand kind of in a line.
Yes.
That is like nerve. Anybody who's run track like knows what we're talking about. And if you haven't, like watch like an Olympic, watch like a high school feed. Like look it up on like YouTube, and like there's like a line of people, and you have to like you switch spots depending on who's coming in first. And those nerves were crazy to me. And the nerves like when they're like you guys are your race is next. Those nerves, dude, would like floor me.
Dude, when they yell your last name, dude, to like get your number or something, dude, I'm like, fuck, dude.
I'm like, oh man,
I get the shits, dude. Oh my God,
dude. Yeah, what was I gonna say? They had dude, I think I was in 8th grade, like middle school. I tried running the 400 the first time, had no idea what it was, and I sprinted the first 200, and then like basically walked like the last like 150, like just slowly died because I didn't realize it was a full lap, and I just literally like was like a zombie, dude. That was the worst experience of my life. I was like so far ahead of everyone, and I was like, why is everybody so slow? And then I realized they weren't sprinting. I was like, they just know how to run the race.
Why is everybody so slow? Oh no, why are they so smart?
Yeah, dude. I was like, wow, I'm really gonna murder these people. And then I came in dead last.
Dude, oh, that reminds me of a memory. So I was always an average runner for 800, right? So like I was up in a race. I think I was like heat 1 or heat 2 for some reason because I was only one of like maybe 2 or 3 800 runners on my team because like no one else did it. Because I did mostly cross country. Our sprinting and like long jump and like pole jump, we were like stacked. But for long distance, that's where we kind of were like eh. But dude, I was like up against like state like runners like my grade that were just like, oh we know who's gonna win the race. We know who's gonna win the race.
100%.
I did the 800, dude. I kept up like 75% of the race with like one of the top runners. Cause I was like, I'm not fucking losing this. I heard the crowd. I was like running. No, I knew I wasn't winning it, but I wanted to give it a good performance, dude. But I kept up like 75% of the race, and like my coach was so surprised. He was like, "What the hell?" Like afterward.
Yeah, where did that come from?
But like after like 80% of the race, legs were jello. Like near the last stretch, I came in like probably like 4th or 5th. Like near the end.
That's still really good though for heat 1 and 2, dude.
Yeah, but yeah. I guess like the mentality of like I'm up against like one of the fastest runners. I want to like show up. Like,
dude, that was my favorite. I loved going against like these people who were like ranked because you get your best times because you're like you're keeping pace with you're trying to keep pace and like you're like running like I remember like I think my best for like 400 was like. I think my best not in a relay for 400 was like 50.1. And I was like wow, booking it.
Shit.
When I was against somebody else. And that one, I was like, I felt like the shit for like forever after that, dude.
Dude, I think I might have broke 1 minute, but I think I was like 50. My best 400 time was like 58, 59, or a little bit over 1
But
minute.
you didn't run it often, so that's a good time, dude. That's like a really, like I had to run it a lot.
Dude. Yeah.
Dude, we had a really good program, honestly. Shout out to my coaches. Also, that made me think of a story, dude. I like I had the immense privilege of being like in a time that was great for New Jersey track.
Hmm.
And like I don't know if you know who Sydney McLaughlin is.
That sounds so
She just
familiar.
won gold at the Olympics in I think the four.
Hmm.
But like, dude, she was like in high school, she was like shattering every single New Jersey record basically.
Hmm.
Like she was one of those people that you were like, oh, she's going to the Olympics one day. And you would like we would like run our events and then just like everybody would like pile into like the stands, dude, just to watch like history being made every time, basically. And then like when were the Olympics? 2021 because they got delayed because COVID.
Yeah, in Japan.
Yeah, and I remember like it was like, oh, Sydney McLaughlin, and I was like, oh my god, she actually did go to the Olympics, and like
So she was in your high
she
school?
won.
She was in your high
No,
school?
she wasn't in my high school, but she was in my
A
like
competing high school.
county, like the league. Yeah,
That's insane.
dude, and I was like watching, and I was like, this is crazy. It's crazy to me like that I like saw this person in person, kind of like, and I like
Yeah.
it's cool. I think that stuff's so cool.
I think to like wrap up this, like I love, dude, this segue is
love
actually
it.
amazing. Like I did not know we are gonna get on this like segue, but I think two of the best feelings is one during the race when you pass somebody and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that's like one of the best feelings, right? And then second is I guess during practice just running on the track with like no stress. You're just running to work out, running to train. That's like one of the best feelings, like on your feet. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Dude, I 100% agree. And my closing thoughts are one, art. I'll have such vivid memories of my track practices forever because it was a combination of the cool, like it was such a good group of dudes. It was all guys school, so it was such a good group of guys, and like we had like a good camaraderie with the older kids, and like and then when we got older with the younger kids. But two, it was just we had the worst track in the world, dude, and it was like a
Oh.
hazard. Like our track was like it wasn't a full 400, a 400-meter track. So you had to run a 100 and then a lap, which throws your brain off so much. But also they would let the baseball kids practice when we practice, and there was like a net, dude, and there was times where balls would go through the net, and you have to like hurdle baseballs. It was like it was the worst thing, but like it was such like a building character type of thing. Um, one and two, for all those track people out there, all those 400 runners, pace yourselves, and don't run the turns, but run the straightaways and sprint that last straightaway, and you will throw up, but you'll get a great time. And third and final, if there's any way that Peter Yoon is watching this, one, you're a great kid, dude. Hope you're doing well. But two, fuck you for not showing up for our 4x1, dude. What were you doing? You literally had we had a 4x1 planned. Jerry, we were smoking people. I was the second leg. We got off to the best start imaginable. Kid Ryan McCarthy. I widened the lead. I had probably my best run ever. Handed it off to my friend Darius, who smoked. And then Darius gets to the handoff and no one's there, dude. Like the kid just forgot to show up. He literally was like getting a hot dog or something, and like just didn't show up.
Dude, what
And
the
so
hell?
Darius had to like awkwardly jog the last 100, and we got disqualified. And we missed out on a gold medal, and I was so mad. We were so mad at that kid. But yeah, I just wanted to say, fuck you for that. I love you and in general, but fuck you for that, dude.
Oh my god, dude, that's a that's a great
We were
story.
like it was like three people so angry, dude. Like at
Yeah,
this
I
one
bet.
kid, and he was like, "Oh, what happened?" And we were like, "You missed the event, dude." Anyway, that's how I wanted to end it.
What are you drinking, by the way? We're back, by the way. But what are you drinking?
Yeah, good question. Did I went wild today? No, I got my MO recently is I like to get a venti because I'm a thirsty bitch. But I like to try to get a venti that's like that's like I like aim for like 200 calories. That like I don't know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm like not having something that's too sugary and like just too it fills me up too much. But like still like something with a little bit of flavor. So I got this one was 190 on the gun, and I was like, all right, perfect. So it was venti iced toasted vanilla oat milk espresso.
Oh,
And shaken. There's a shaken in there, but it didn't fit on the label. And I got it with almond milk instead of oat milk. And I got instead of 6 pumps of toasted vanilla,
hmm,
but instead of 6 pumps of toasted vanilla, I did 3 of
yes.
toasted and 3 of regular.
Okay.
And it's pretty good. It's like it's good.
Was that a mouthful when ordering that?
No, I did it online. I did it online. Anytime I make a substitution, I can't do it in person. I feel bad for some reason. Like
Oh,
I know
gotcha,
I'm not
gotcha.
doing anything wrong,
Hmm.
but like I'm like, this person's gonna hate me for just making their life like that much tougher. And be like, can you actually just do this, this, and this? So I just do it on the app.
Oh,
But yeah, I recommend it because it's not sweet, honestly, really at all.
good
It's
balance.
like
Like
it's just not bitter.
more
Yeah.
coffee flavor. Yeah, I can't do fully sweet drinks because then it goes down just like boom, like through me and like
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
no. Well, not coffee always goes through me. It makes me like
It's true.
gives me the runs, but like I'll drink it too fast if it's sweet. Um, I'm in the same kind of mood. I think I got what you got like a couple weeks ago. Sweet cold foam, cold
Mm-hmm.
brew with coconut milk and 3 shots of unsweetened blueberry, just to add a little bit of that
Ooh,
fruitiness. Pretty good.
pretty good.
I think
Pretty
it's only like a,
good.
like around 100 calories, probably near 100 with the milk.
Dude, Dunkin's cold brew is like there's like no calories. It's honestly pretty impressive. Cause
It's a cold
I
foam.
went to Dunkin', yeah, the other day, and it was like large cold brew, like 50 calories, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy,
More affordable than Starbucks cold brew.
and more affordable.
I
Yeah.
think Starbucks also puts like way more ice. They put
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I would say that. And like, I hate too much ice, but I also like my drinks like so cold. So like I have a love-hate relationship with like how much ice I need to put in a drink.
Yeah.
Like whoever made my drink today put the perfect amount of ice. Like it was probably like I want to say it was like probably up to here. And
Oh,
they did their due diligence.
yeah. Thanks, Sharon. Thank you for that.
I love you, Sharon. And the kids love you too. I have a secret family.
God. Um, well, today.
How was your weekend, dude?
My weekend's good. You know, not to break the meta again, but it's only been 2 days since we last recorded.
That's true. You know,
We're
no,
naughty. Um,
no, no.
Pretty good weekend. I think honestly I've just been catching up on sleep, dude. Because I've just been working, playing volleyball a lot. Dude, like yesterday, I woke up. This might not be late to a lot of people, but like I woke up around like 10:30 p.m.
That's late for Jerry.
That's like late
AM?
for me. A.m.
That's late for everyone, dude. But
10:30
you might as
a.m.
well have just slept through the rest of the night at that point.
But yeah, I finally caught up on some sleep. And the whole day Saturday, I kind of just what do you call it? I edited some shorts for the Chai Guys. Made some breakfast, well, late lunch. And I went to Home Goods just to buy some stuff. Then after I got home, I just like watched Netflix and anime for most of the day, and just went to bed around like 9:30.
Dude, that sounds like a great day to me.
Yeah, I
Maybe
didn't.
we're getting old.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think I wanted to do more with my free time, but I just didn't have the energy to like do anything. Even though I had an
I've been
urge
there.
to do something, which
Yeah,
sucks.
I've been
So
there, dude.
yeah. But today, this morning, after getting enough sleep, I woke up around 9:30. I went for a nice nature walk, like near
Ooh.
a trail, like 13 minutes away from me, 15-minute drive. But yeah, it was a nice trail with like, a bunch of like ponds and lakes. It's called like a riparian reserve, like like a bunch of water running
Hmm.
and whatever. But I swear to God, dude, I saw like probably 25 bunnies just like hopping around and a bunch of birds. And the bunnies, dude, some of them were shy, but like I just walked past them. They're probably like 5 feet away from me.
That's wild, dude. Dude,
Yeah.
I love like walking around I love just being in nature. Like it just makes me so happy. It's so at peace.
Hmm.
And I love cities. I'm a suburbs boy, and I grew up like 30 minutes from New York City, and I love going to New York City. but nature, dude. Oh my god, like it's just so
God.
it's such a like a grounding thing to like
Yeah.
take a walk on a Sunday morning. I also
This
think this is the best. Like it's kind of cold, but I think like there's less bugs, so I like going in the winter and early spring.
it was also kind of it was gloomy and like rainy.
Oh,
So I had like my headphones. I had like not this jacket. I had like my olive green uh like jacket. And yeah, AirPods in, transparency, just in case anybody like
key. That's a key.
jumped me or any animals or something.
Yeah,
That's such like a that's one reasons why I choose AirPods. Because
because of transparency. Yeah,
yes, yeah, one of the main like any headphones I get, it needs some sort of transparency mode.
I agree with that.
It's good. 30-minute like lap around some ponds, and I'm back here. How
Yeah,
about you, man?
Huh. That's solid. That's a solid weekend, dude. Um, I Saturday or Friday night after we recorded. That was such a clutch mute. That like was crazy how you just
Oh
did
man,
that,
I was
dude.
coughing.
If
Yeah.
anybody, for everybody listening, Jerry and I have the same mic, and it has a little mute button on the top that you like just tap. And Jerry was about to start coughing and just like got the mute right before he did it. Oh wow,
This
that
is
was
why I
beautiful.
love this mic. This is why I recommended to Peter the Elgato
Yeah, I
Wave
love this
3
mic,
because
dude.
just the feature like the buttons and stuff, the interface, but like the soft touch mute functionality. Peter just screamed at the top of his lungs, and
You know
y'all
what's funny,
listeners didn't
dude?
know.
I actually didn't make a noise, and that's
Oh,
accurate.
dude, you're diddling me.
Dude, I just diddled Jerry. So my Friday night, I've been playing a lot of as like a wind down video game. I've been playing MLB The Show,
Hmm.
which is like it's like a recent development in my life because I don't know, baseball's very like laid back, very slow game.
Hmm.
So I like made my own player and like I just like go in there and take a couple reps hitting, like pitch a game, and it's like very relaxing. Play for like half an hour and then go upstairs and like go to bed, read and go to bed. It's very nice. So I did that after we got off of recording
Mm.
and then went to bed. And then yesterday we celebrated one of my friend's birthdays. Shout out to Sean. And we went to Dave and Buster's, which was I haven't been there in years, dude.
Hmm.
And it was fun. It was really fun. But you get nothing for you got like no coins or whatever they're called points. Like with
Mm.
your it's like inflation, man. Like it's like you really don't get to play that many games. And it was packed. But they have a Mario Kart game where you're actually driving,
Yeah, that's fun.
like a newer one. And dude, I that was so much fun. I only got to play once because there were so many people, but it was a really good time. And it's always nice to just like, I don't know. My favorite. I was telling someone this. My favorite hangouts. Oh, we also kind of touched on it. I think last episode, but my favorite hangouts are like little, like you're just hanging out with like a group of friends and like it's like you're just in somebody's basement, like just having a good time, talk, like catching up. Like you maybe haven't seen your friends in like 2-3 weeks or something,
Hmm.
and like you're all just catching up, and it's nice, dude. That's one of the perks of living. I live like, well, I obviously still live with my parents, so I live in town, and all my friends still live in town,
Yeah.
which is definitely a perk of even when I move, I'm gonna be near everybody. I'm a fan of that. I like being able to like see those peeps, and we've also been hanging out since like kindergarten, which is pretty crazy.
Oh, like deep hometown
We
friends.
literally like are like day one guys. Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, I only have a few back home that I still talk to. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it was a good weekend. But one thing to segue, because Jerry and I were talking about this the other day, wanting to talk about it on the podcast. We were talking about taking a trip, like all of us, and I was like, I love to travel.
Yeah.
Let's discuss.
You and your hometown
Um,
buddies? Your hometown
Me and my
friends?
hometown buddies, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
What's the destination for you
So
all?
that's what we're trying to figure out. Because last year we did one. It was really last minute. We just realized that a lot of us had, like, one of my friends had time off that he could take,
Hmm.
and I was on spring break,
Hmm.
and like we got like five of us to go, and we went to Montreal, which was dope. I mean,
Hmm.
you've been, yeah, I love it. I had such a good
Montreal's
time.
awesome.
I love Montreal. I recommend.
I love Canada. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Canada. You guys go hard, bro. Like, um, kind of want that on a shirt. Yeah. So now we're talking about like maybe going somewhere out of the country. Oh, like obviously Canada's out of the country, but like somewhere flying. And
You
we
can
were like,
fly. Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm just.
Um, um, but like, which is like one is a risk because like we're all like my friends are just nuts. Like one of us specifically like is actually a flight risk. Like he can get us kicked off just because he does the dumbest shit you could ever possibly imagine.
Mhm.
But we're thinking Iceland
Oh wow.
because yeah, it's not like like most like the islands are like decently expensive, especially flight wise. But Iceland really isn't because
Once
it's
you
not
get
like a
there.
tropical destination. Yeah. And it's not that far. It's, right up over there.
Hmm.
And yeah, so we're thinking Iceland. There's beautiful, like I want to see the Northern Lights. There's this
Yes.
beautiful, I don't know if they're hot springs, but like that, the kind of like those, like lagoons, whatever you want to call them.
Hmm.
The natural springs.
Yeah.
I want to do that, and I've had a bunch of friends go and have the best time and say like we absolutely recommend. So we're thinking Iceland right now, and if not Iceland, maybe like something Pacific Northwest like Seattle. I've never been, and I've always wanted to go to Seattle.
Yeah. We should go. We should take a trip to Seattle.
We should go to Seattle, dude, because
The
we go to the
Starbucks.
first Starbucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Just sit down, maybe record a podcast there.
It also rains a lot, dude, and our vibe, like you and I both love like getting a coffee and sitting in a coffee shop, raining outside, gloomy day.
I
That's like
know.
very Seattle to me.
Researching Halloween costumes, even though we're like 7 months out.
Exactly, dude. This is the time that we would be researching Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
But what about you? Because I know you have a couple of trips on already on the docket, ready.
Yeah. So I'm planning. I've been planning a trip. We already booked some stuff with our friend Lucas and Wyatt from college.
Hmm.
Lucas and Wyatt, hope you're listening. All of you guys cannot wait to see
We
you
love
in
you,
like 2 months. But we're going to Costa Rica.
dude.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I was talking about Costa Rica yesterday.
No, I wish you were going at the
Weirdly,
same time because we're actually going late April into early May for a week and a half. But shout out to
it's a
Lucas and
good
Wyatt
trip.
again because they actually did most of the planning, like ideas and stuff. I kind of just like went with the flow because I've been kind of busy, so I haven't
Mhm.
been that invested in like choosing the options. But yeah, we booked our flights. I haven't bought a flight home yet because I'm going to LA first to meet with Wyatt. Then we'll fly together.
Okay.
It's always nice to have like a buddy with you.
Yes.
For some reason, I would think like for Phoenix to Costa Rica, there'd be some direct flights or a layover that made sense. But the
Mhm.
layovers were always to Florida, which is like the wrong direction.
Like going, yeah, you're
Yeah.
kind of going this way and then going back
Yeah.
down. And
So I was
yeah.
like, Kayak, why don't you have a layover from Phoenix to LA? Because LA has a bunch of direct flights, but no. So I kind of just did like a manual where I had to like book flights separately. So
I
yeah,
got
but
you.
our plan is to do the first half. This was like a good plan. All three of us had was the first half was we're gonna rent a car for the whole time. But the first half is we're gonna be like Airbnb and hotel bopping around,
Mhm.
and that'll be like
Ooh, I like
adventure.
that.
So we'll be near like the hikes, like volcano hikes, the what do you call it, zip lining,
Dude,
all that. I've never
yes.
been zip lining, I don't think.
Oh, you're gonna love it, dude.
So I'm kind of nervous, but yeah. Then the second half, we're gonna end it on the West Coast, at an all-inclusive resort, so we kind of chill and relax before we leave. Because I don't know about you, but you know, traveling sometimes when you plan like a vacation or trip for like family or friends,
Mhm.
you need a vacation from your vacation because you did so much
Yeah,
stuff. So we're gonna do all
100%.
like the travel, touristy, adventure stuff the first half. Then the second half, we're just gonna fully relax so that when we come back to the US, we're just like we don't need a break. We've gone
Yeah,
our break already, and bam, so excited.
dude. I think that's. I think that you three unlocked the perfect. That's how. That's to me how a vacation should work. It should be half. Because I think, all right, when I think of travel, dude, I think of like obviously you can relax anywhere, and sometimes it hits better if you're like on a beach or like on a mountain, like depending on what your vibe is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a big part of travel, like making travel worth it, is seeing the place, like experiencing the place that you're going to,
Mm-hmm.
and like taking in the culture and whatever they have to offer. But like you said, if you do that for a week and a half, you're gonna be exhausted. Like you're gonna just be dead tired when you come back. So I think you might have cracked the code to the perfect little like, dude, a nice little a double kind of relax
Yeah.
and explore.
At
Yeah.
first, I was like, so my proposal. So Lucas was like, okay, yeah, let's do all this adventure stuff the whole time. Then I was like, wait, can we just? I've never been to like an all-inclusive resort or hotel. Let's do that the whole time. I think Wyatt or somebody brought it up. Like, let's just do like a mix of
Yeah.
both. We're like, oh yes, yes,
Yeah, why not both, dude?
soft
Oh,
and
yeah,
hard taco
dude.
shells. Yes.
Exactly. I was about to say I'm gonna insert that meme, dude, in the edit. But um dude, yeah, I went to Europe for the first time in the summer. I went to Italy. And it was like such a great trip, and I wouldn't have changed anything about it, but we did, my parents and I, like basically do adventure the whole time. Like we're like let's see everything we can because who knows if we're ever going to come back. And as much as I love that I saw so many things, we got back, dude, and we were like, it was like 2 weeks and we were dead. I was so I needed like a week to just like get back to like just being like
Back in the
able to
groove
do
of
whatever.
things.
Like I was so tired, dude. I was like so tired and so just like kind of mentally exhausted because you're taking in so much information and like it's like a culture shock almost. But yeah, I also think an all-inclusive resort is always the move if you can afford it because then you eliminate the stress of having to budget
Yeah.
when you're on vacation, which
Yeah.
is like an underrated stressor.
It's like one and done. Pay like the full fee, then don't worry when you get there. And
Exactly.
yeah, I'm budgeting right now. Just prepping for when we book that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm like low key kind of nervous because I haven't traveled outside the country aside from Canada, and this is gonna be
Mm,
like my first time like flying to like I think Key West is like I guess the most I've done, but that's
yeah,
technically still in the U.S. and
that is yeah, that's Florida.
but
That counts.
I'm kind of nervous because like a foreign country, Spanish speaking. My Spanish isn't good as most of my friends know, so I'm gonna do some Duolingo. But yeah, just being like plopping myself down. I'm thank God I have like Wyatt and Lucas because both of them are pretty good at Spanish,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
they've traveled a bunch too. So like it's good to be. It's a good squad because I'm gonna get like pretty queasy and nervous throughout the trip. Like, what if I lose this? Like, all those like worst case scenarios you have when
Yeah, yeah.
traveling. All you can do is like prep for the worst,
Yes.
but hope for the
Yeah.
best. But yeah, when it comes to that, I'm a pretty like, especially in unfamiliar grounds, I'm a pretty nervous traveler. How about you?
I get that. I am not, but I was about to say, I think you need, like, if you go in a group, I think you need one nervous traveler because that person thinks of worst case scenario. What do we do if this happens? What do you think? What do we do if we lose this? And like, you were more prepared by having that person with you. And then you have the person who, like, it's like, no, no, don't worry about that. Or like, it'll be fine, whatever, and eases kind of. I think I'm that person,
Yeah.
most
Oh,
likely.
dude, that's
Or
such
I'm
a
in the
good.
middle.
That's such a good
Yeah.
topic. Like who's like what's your travel persona? Because I always thought there
Yeah.
was always like so there's only two, the planner, and the one that goes to the flow. But I think the in between
Mhm.
is like the nervous traveler. I think that's like not the in between, but like a third option. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I play
You're
yeah.
in the gray area
I
between those
played the
others.
role of like different ones, but yeah, I actually yeah that's totally me. The nervous. I'm either the planner most of the time or the nervous traveler. But now I'm like the go with the flow kind of guy and the nervous one because Wyatt and
Yeah.
Lucas did most of the planning. But yeah, dude, I've been prepping.
Yeah.
One tip I've found is I actually ordered a wallet, just came in like a slim wallet. But yeah, like when I'm traveling, I plan to just carry cash and like one card and
Hmm.
like one form of ID and leave all like my bulky wallet stuff like in the Airbnb or hotel when
I
traveling.
think that's smart,
Because you
dude.
could, because like to split your cash up and like so that if you do lose it, which hopefully you do not, like you're not
Yeah.
fucked.
I also take a yeah. I also like I have a picture on my phone of my insurance card, my license, Like just in case, like worst case scenario, even not traveling, if I lose my wallet, like I
Yeah.
have like my license number if I ever needed it or whatever, my insurance number, like I have all those things in a place that I can access them. Um, yeah, and I'm thinking about what you said about like the types of travelers. I think like all the way over here is like the worries about like literally everything, like worst case scenario traveler. Oh
Yeah.
no, or planner, I would say. Like
Yeah.
plans everything, like
Yeah.
every little detail, and then this person is like literally goes in with no plan, like just
Hmm.
goes knows where they're going and where they're staying, and that's it. And then I think there's a lot of different people in here. Like you're like here,
Hmm.
like there's a perfect middle, and like no one can get to that perfect middle, but there's a bunch of like things. I feel like I'm like here, and that like I'm 75% go with the flow. Like I'll plan out. I like to have like an outline of like I'm going for a week. These are the things I want to see,
Hmm.
and then like I'll plan more specifically like when I get there, kind of. Or like I'm open to like if someone was like, "Oh, come to this show
Hmm.
tonight," I'll be like, "Okay, I'll do that," and like move this. Yeah, I think you need like a nice mix in
In a group, especially, because if you're all like
yeah,
all like one mindset, well, if you're all like pretty like a mix of everything, you're pretty solid. But if you're all
you're
like
good.
if you're all planners, then you will like argue about like what to do because you want to do your plan.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
if you're too go with the flow, y'all are losing all your wallets and keys, and you're not making it back home.
You're also probably not gonna get that much. You're not probably not gonna do that much because you're gonna spend most of your time like in the hotel room, like, oh, what should I do today? And you're never gonna. You're coming up with a plan at like 5 p.m.
Mhm.
Like, yeah. What's your like preferred trip length? Because I was talking about this with someone. Like perfect vacation length. How many days do you think? How many days and nights?
I think a week and a half is a sweet spot because I think a weekend or even like half a week is like too short unless it's. I leave like the half weekend or weekend trips to usually to places that I've been to a lot.
Hmm.
If I make a trip back to Massachusetts, like a weekend
Yeah,
or half a
a
week,
weekend is good.
probably a month. Well, last time I went, it was like a week, but beforehand, I went there for like 3 months because
Yeah,
COVID, and I wanted to see everybody
yeah.
for a long time. But yeah, I guess if it's like a short trip in the U.S., probably a weekend or like a half week would suffice.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if it's international, a week definitely.
Yeah, I think it depends on the trip. So like, yeah, like you said, if I've been there,
Hmm.
like most, I think maximum is like 5 days, like or like 4 days, like a long
Yeah,
weekend is
yeah,
max.
because you've streamlined and kind of automated in your head gauging the travel part. Because like, oh, I take this
Yeah,
train, this plane, this Uber, boom, I'm there, right? But
exactly.
when
You
you're
know the fastest possible route.
yeah, and if like things go unplanned, you're not stressing because you have backup plans like in your head like already because you've done it so many times. But when you're in unfamiliar territory, like the backup plan, you like you kind of stress about the
Yeah,
backup
yeah.
plan
You
because
don't want to get to the backup plan.
yeah,
Also, I think when you're going to a place that you've already been, you're cutting out all those like when you go to a place and they're like, oh, this is like you gotta go here when you go here. You've already been there, most likely, if
mhm,
you've been to that place, if you've gone to that place. So like you're cutting all those places out. Your trip is basically focused on like see some people, go to places I already know I like,
mhm,
and like just chill. So like I think those are like those your 4 or 5 days, max a week. And
yeah,
that's like if I have plans there, like I want to see X amount of people or whatever.
mhm,
And then if I'm going to like a new place in the US, I'm probably doing a week and a half max. And then if I'm going to a new place out of the country, my preferred would be a week and a half. And
mhm,
then like if I'm lucky, I would love to do a nice little 2 week and then do like kind of what you did, 1 week adventure and then 1 week just chill. Like just
chill,
literally just sit back.
yeah,
Yeah, I did like I've like the Bahamas.
mhm,
I went to there's like a hotel like it's called I think it's called Atlantis, and it's like an all inclusive like basically like they have like a water park in there, and it's like the only thing to do in that area kind of,
mhm,
and that's like that's like to me like what I think of when I think of like all inclusive. You're literally just going there to chill and like to like be like off the grid for like however many days you're there and just sip pina coladas and walk around with your nipples hanging out.
True. Yeah, I cannot wait to do that. Oh my god, I've been like since we booked the trip, like I've already been on a good gym schedule, like 3 days a week. But I think I might
Okay.
up it to four and up the cardio a bit, just so I can just be like fully jacked and chiseled for like beach pictures with the guys.
Herbie fully loaded, yeah, dude.
Yeah. I'm like that's what gets me pumped up. Sorry, that was aggressive.
That was such a like that was a guttural fucking growl, dude. That came from deep within your soul.
I know. Dude, do you know who I'm really bad with actor names. Who's the actor for Kang?
Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Dude, Jonathan Majors, dude. Like I don't know if he took steroids or not, but his covers for like Men's Health or whatever,
Nah, dude.
he's been chiseled, dude. Oh my god, like that's what motivates me. Like
That's
yeah,
like yeah. I remember seeing I think it's Men Health's TikTok.
yeah,
I like whenever that first cover was gonna come out, they did like a TikTok on and he was like doing like pull-ups or something. He was like doing some workout. Dude, and I was like, what on earth is that guy's regimen that he got so massive? Like that's
yeah,
like massive and cut.
yeah.
Like
Like
that's
not like Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck, like just like huge, but
yeah,
like
not like he's big, but like yoked, shredded, absolutely
yeah,
shredded. And I was like, oh my god, like that's like especially for like like I think like if you're paying, he's playing obviously like Kang, but he's also playing uh Damien in Creed 3,
hmm
which obviously you have to be big to be in a Creed movie. But I was like, if you want to play like a villain and you're like just being that physically imposing, dude, that's like such a good like he's just giant. I can't get over that. I saw that magazine and I almost pooped my pants, dude.
It's yeah, his body type. I don't like. I haven't seen that. Well, no, we've seen like big like
Yeah,
stars
but it's
here
like
and there.
different almost.
It's insane like how much definition is in his muscles and like well this is also like I know people shouldn't strive for that because you know with the Hollywood you don't know if they take steroids most of the time they do take steroids of some sort they do still
They
put
take
in,
some sort of supplement.
they still do the work in the gym but you shouldn't strive for that because it's unrealistic
You
but
also like yeah, it's
yeah
honestly borderline impossible because you also have to keep in mind even if they're not taking anything,
yeah
they have personal trainers.
yeah time
That's their job. That's their job. They're
yeah
like part of their schedule is workout time. They're getting paid to do it,
hmm
and they have a personal chef. Like they're literally someone's in control of every single thing they eat, and they're putting in zero effort into making those foods.
yeah mentally it's like streamlined for them so
Yeah, it like you're getting rid of all that stuff that you have to figure out in your head, and kind of the motivation to do it in that you're getting paid for it,
yeah
and
you're
like
gonna be on a cover shoot
yeah, like it's not. I'm not saying it's not hard to get into that kind of shit
yeah
because obviously it is, and like you still have to be the one doing those things. And he seems like the type of actor or the type of dude in general who like goes above and beyond.
Yeah,
Like I bet
that's
you like
why.
his yeah,
Yeah, that's why he was
like
able to
his
look unreal. Because I think a lot most
yeah.
actors can do that, but I think he was like. I think what surprised people was like how much work he put in and like
Yeah.
the outcome and output. Who's that actor from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? I've never watched that show. The guy with the beard who got jacked.
Oh, I know who you're
You know who
talking
he
about, but
is?
I can't remember his name.
Well, there. Let me.
Yeah, but he got big, dude.
It's always.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
What's his name? Uh,
Does it have a D in it?
actor name. Rob McClenley?
Yeah, yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
Let me look at it. Let me
Rob
see how it's spelled.
McKenley. Anyways, Rob McKenley. I think there was like a video of him because you know how he got jacked, and like you know how like the presser was like, how do you get in like that good shape? Like how did you do that? And he
Yeah.
was like very straightforward. It's like, first of all, just like a lot of chicken and broccoli, a lot of time. You can't be doing anything else besides working out and eating healthy because you know that's his job. And oh yeah, like access to like great personal trainers or something.
Yeah.
I think that was his interview, but he's like brutally honest. And it's like yes, like that's
Thank you. Yeah, because you shouldn't be like. I think. Oh, by the way, it's McElhenney, and I only know that because that my principal's last name in high school is
oh
pronounced the same way. But I think it's only like unhealthy and like kind of a toxic type of thing when you're trying to sell that to people.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, like just work out 3 times a week and use this supplement and you can look like this, because that's just not true.
Like Mark
But like,
Wahlberg or
yeah, like if you, yeah, exactly. Like no offense to Marky Mark, but like we
Yeah.
all know that that's not the case. Like you either are on something or you're also rich, dude. Like yeah, like if you're
Yeah.
saying like, if you're honest about it, I don't think there's anything wrong with having people that like superheroes or whatever, or even just regular characters that look like that. If you're telling the truth about like, listen, we have a bunch of personal trainers, personal chefs, whatever. But like, don't lie.
I think two superheroes and two actors that I actually like. I kind of strive for their like physique because I think that they're probably natural. Tom Holland and Simu Liu. They're very like natural and very
Yeah.
like it's a. They're not the biggest or bulkiest,
Mhm.
but they have such like a lean athletic build. You know,
Yeah.
they're doing all these crazy stunts, but yeah, they're cut too. That's what I strive for. That's like the body type.
I personally think, like when it, like, speaking of, first of all, yes. Also, Simu Liu I think has a very similar physique to Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 1.
Mhm.
And I remember when I watched that movie when I was younger, I was like, oh, I want to look like, that's like the body type I strive to have. Like he's like built, but he's not jacked. He's not huge.
Yeah.
Like it's realistic that he could like move acrobatically as Spider-Man. Because like when you're like huge, like Thor, Love and Thunder, huge,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
like move around. Like you're kind of like moving like this because you're just so big. But like Tom Holland, I feel like it's natural because like he does all that crazy, like he does flips and shit,
He
and he
trains for
like
that.
he
Like that. That's
trained,
what you
yeah,
would look like if that's what your body would like look like if you had to do like what Spider-Man does, which is all those flips and stuff.
exactly.
Which is
That's
it's
like
so
my
cool.
ideal Spider-Man look because it's like realistic. Like it makes sense that like an 18-year-old kid like from Queens who just worked out and like got powers, that's what he would look like. Like that makes sense to me. Like he would just be kind of skinny and now he's like just kind of built a little bit and he's strong.
Yeah.
I aspire. I'm trying to think, dude. There's an actor, and I can't think of who it is. That like I'm like, oh, that's who I aspire. That's the body type I aspire to have,
Hmm.
and I cannot think of who it is.
Yeah. Tom
Also,
Holland.
Star Lord in
Yeah.
Guardians 1.
Oh yeah. Like
Chris Pratt in Guardians 1.
he was like he was cut and like bulky. He was just like a heavier set, like bulkier. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Like it looked very natural.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Especially
Dude,
coming from his previous role in
Parks and Rec.
yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I remember I was watching Parks and Rec, and then like obviously I was into Marvel, and I remember being like, "What is going on?" Like it was like season 3 or 4 of Parks and Rec, and like he was like chubby, and then he was like, ripped in Guardians, and I was like, "What on earth?"
Dude, I love Chris Pratt. He's awesome. It
Let me
also helps
look
that
at
Tom Holland, he's only 5'8", so like I'm 5'8", so that gives me
short
hope.
king,
You know?
a short king, dude.
Yeah. Who has a tall queen? Fucking
Who has a,
Zendaya.
yeah,
Is Zendaya like 5'10", 6 feet?
it's probably like, I don't know. I want to say 5'10".
Yeah.
I feel like they're not that different.
Different. Hmm.
So yeah, I looked up Zendaya height, and the first thing I came up was 6'4", which I know is not true.
Dude,
Oh,
that's D Wade.
5'10". It's 5'10".
Oh,
She's
okay,
5'10".
okay. Damn, I wish I was 5'10".
I'm 5'10", I think,
Screw you. Okay.
and I wish I was 6 feet, dude. No, I'm actually thrilled being 5'10".
That's a good height.
I like being 5'10". I don't really
5'8" is like very average, but that's why I have like spiky hair to make up for it.
to make up for it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just a giant penis, dude. That's where the other inches went. That's where the extra. You were actually 6 feet tall, and then they put 4 inches into your penis. 4 extra. I'm gonna bleep out penis in the edit, so no one knows everyone will know what I said. But I just think sometimes it's funnier when it's bleeped.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, but yeah, dude, traveling.
Traveling. Yeah.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
it.
we got on a tangent because we're saying like like how yeah, it's a good motivator to like look cut, especially during the summer. It's a good motivator, I guess, like internally. Even though it's like external, like you're like, okay, I want this so I can look good in front of people. It's good just to
I also think it's internal in the way that you feel good. You feel
yeah,
better,
dude, like
like confident and
why can you just take off my shirt when it's hot in the summer, or like at the beach, like when I'm hanging with my friends, dude. Like my confidence is like up, and like I'm like I worked hard for this. Like
yeah.
yeah, because especially because I don't drink that often, and I intentionally eat like really healthy. So like when I like look good in the summer, like I think last summer that was like my best physique I've ever had. I'm still like getting
Mhm.
better. But I was cut and muscular, but this year I want to be more muscular and like more cut. So yeah, I went to like the Salt River in Arizona, like tubing with my friends, and like I've been going to the gym playing volleyball a lot, and I was like looking cut in the photos.
Yeah,
I'm just like I earned this. I earned this.
dude. I feel like I always like it's like you're playing a sport and it's like the fall, like once like October hits, you're really not taking your shirt off all that often,
Hmm.
like outdoors. And it's like to me that's like the off season. Like October to like April is like, all right, I'm really focusing like that's like whatever I looked like in the last summer, I'm like, all right, do I want to like look like that still? Do I want to look maybe like more cut, lose a little fat, like bulk a little, like whatever you want to do depending on who you are.
Hmm.
And I feel like those like 6 months are like when you like are in the gym, like just like working, crafting your body the way you want it to look like. And then like May is like opening night, dude. And you're like coming out like Memorial Day weekend. It's like, all
Yeah,
right, like let's
let's
see
get
what I look
it.
like.
Let's fucking get
I
it.
love that, dude.
Um,
Yeah.
oh, I guess aside from like prepping my physique for vacation and also just like summer trips, I'm actually planning on making a trip back to the East Coast in July. I think a bunch of um, my housemates and I and like our group
Hmm.
from college, we're gonna do like a lake house for like a weekend or something.
Oh,
So
dude, wait, what lake do you know?
lake, it's on the we
Is it New
are.
York?
Oh no! It's in Massachusetts. It's in Barnstable, Mass.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna be there for
And
a
I was gonna,
weekend.
oh, dude, I was gonna say it would be an insane coincidence if you were at the lake that one of my friends' lake houses is on.
Mm,
Imagine, dude, you were just on some other house in the lake on that same lake. Um,
yeah, so
I don't even,
lake body, beach body.
dude, lake body.
That's what I'm prepping for this summer. That's what I'm
That's what I'm
doing.
going. I also I like love I like if I'm just like walking around the house or like on like in the backyard or whatever, like in the summer, I just love to have my shirt off.
Same,
Like I,
dude.
because like I'm
Yeah,
not like I'm not trying to show off to anyone. I'm literally in private. It just is like nice. It's freeing. Like
yeah.
fuck a shirt.
And then if you do walk by a mirror, you get like that 5 minutes of just like I'm
Like,
feeling myself.
yeah, you're like, hey, good for you. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, I think that you should like when you should do it for you.
Hmm.
You should like work out and you shouldn't do it for as much as it's like a not it's like a kind of a it's not realistic to not do it for any external validation. That's just I feel like that's just
Yeah.
natural.
Hmm.
Like you should in a perfect world like just do it for the way you feel and like the way you want to look.
Yeah.
Like
Because I know if I like
yeah.
eat like shit and I don't work out, I feel like shit mentally. So I am
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I don't even think like if I gain like 5-10 pounds, I don't even think I look like shit. I just don't. That's just not how I personally want to look. So then
Yeah.
I'm like like if but like if somebody else, if there was a hypothetical clone of me
Hmm.
who gained 10 pounds and that's how they want it to look, oh, I don't give a shit. Like you still look good. You just look different. Like I feel like it should just be like you should strive to get to where you want to be physically
Hmm.
and then just like strive to like stay there and then like do you. If everybody looked exactly the same, if everybody was chiseled with six pack,
Yeah.
like that would just be weird. And like then it wouldn't even be like a thing. I don't know. It would just look odd, I think.
Yeah.
It's cool to have different looking people who want to look different.
Hmm. Aside from, prepping my physique, I'm also, dude, packing for traveling. Man, the thing about
That's
so
the worst
here's
part.
always it's the worst part, but here's my strategy. Like it's kind of a mix up because I think in the inclusive resort, I think for dinner, even though it's inclusive, all inclusive, you have to like dress formal or like business casual
Yeah,
for
yeah.
dinner.
Yeah, there's a dress code. Yeah, yeah.
So I have like I'm planning just taking like a backpack and carry on, but I might have to like check in it because I have to pack all like my adventure clothes and also like my like formal clothes, like a couple button up t-shirts, like at least four
Yeah.
or
I
five.
feel like for a week
You
and a
know,
half,
it's
yeah,
a,
I feel
it's
like you probably have to bring a like a checked bag.
yeah. But I'm planning on like wearing lots of layers and like sticking to black, gray, white, white shoes, black shoes, and then a little bit of color and like some outfits, and I'm gonna call it good. I don't want to like
Yeah.
because the worst part is like when you have to pick. I hate picking like I'm gonna wear this outfit for today, this outfit today. I kind of
I
almost want to
know.
be like I can pick and mix and match my clothes so that it looks good regardless or decent. You know?
You know what I'd usually do? I guess kind of the opposite. I like will pick I'll pick an outfit. And like I don't know what day I'm gonna wear it on, but like I'll pick like this shirt. I mean, most of the shorts I pick can go with other shirts. But like I'll usually be like, okay, I'll pick this shirt and shorts. So like I have like I don't because I'm very indecisive. So like if I like in the mornings have a bunch of shirts and shorts, I'll be like so stressed out over like, oh, what do I wear? Like, do I wear this with this or this with this? So if I do it before I leave, I that's like a streamline mentally for me when I'm on vacation.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of do a mix of both. I guess what I just said actually, what
Yeah.
you said. I kind of like have an idea of what I'm gonna wear, but don't like really necessarily pick the day. I kind of like
I
let the
get
day
you.
let the day come. Like, oh, okay, it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this temperature. I'll pick this outfit.
Or like, oh, we're doing this today. I'll
Yeah,
pick this outfit. Yeah, I totally get that. Or like, oh, I wore this. Yeah, I like wore like sometimes I'll be like, oh, I wore white and gray for 2 days in a row. I'll wear like salmon and white.
salmon. Salmon's a good color.
I love that color. I have a shirt that's that color, dude, and I love that shirt.
I like
Um,
shirts that are like kind of like the faded kind of color. Like
mhm,
you're not gonna catch you wearing like hot pink, lime green. I
do
like
it.
tan, sandstone, salmon, that kind of like that not diluted color, but
Pastels.
that's what it is. Pastel.
I think so.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a, because it's like yeah, I think that's what they're called. Like that, like kind of like a,
Natural, earthy kind of vibe.
yeah, like even like the like instead of a pink, it's like a salmon, like a muted kind of
Yeah, yeah.
tone.
Those look good. Those are the colors. Those solid colors look good with a bunch of outfits.
I think so. I agree with that. Are you an overpacker or an underpacker? Speaking of packing.
I am an overpacker. I usually pack like maybe like a lot more underwear and socks I need because you never know. You might need two
Yeah,
in a
I shit
day.
my pants twice a week. So like, yeah,
And then I always pack like a shirt or a short extra just in because you never know. So I am
I
definitely an
overpack.
overpacker. No, not crazy overpacker. Like, but I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
overpack.
I yeah, I that's me. I agree with that 100%. Like I won't like bring like 5 bags, but like I will bring more outfits than I know that I'll need
Yeah.
because I like to have like I don't want to go for 10 days and have exactly 10 outfits.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like yeah, like I
That's
want to
stressful.
have that's so
Yeah.
stressful, dude. But like I want to have like a bunch of options. And I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Like I overpack. I overpack like objects probably. Like I know I don't need necessarily everything that I'm bringing,
Hmm.
but like I want to be able to have it. It's kind of like a little bit like you're bringing like
Insurance.
more of home. Yeah, like like I'll be like, oh, I don't have my like I don't know. Like it's like nice that like if I bring like my Nintendo Switch, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be playing my Nintendo Switch very often on vacation. But that one night where I'm like, oh, I'd love to play some Rocket League right now. I have it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm definitely bringing my Switch or like iPad or something. Also, like my vibrator. Like I need that, you know?
Oh, dude, especially my anal beads.
Oh man.
You can't catch me anywhere. They're in right now as I was recording. I'm gonna go on vacation and bring vibrating anal beads, and I'm gonna give Jerry control of the house wherever he is, like in the middle of the day. I want you to just in the like 5 p.m. just be like, all right, I can be anywhere, dude.
It's how we
Yeah,
communicate.
that's friendship.
Well, we're back again from my bathroom break. I needed two this time because, man, I have
Yeah,
a weak
I
bladder this
mean,
morning, dude.
dude, that's what happens when you get excited to record.
Yeah.
Um, two. To close the thoughts on travel,
Hmm.
I want to hear your top 5 places that like your top 5 on your travel bucket list that you want to go to one day.
Um, Most of them are in Asia, actually. So number one, so after my Costa Rica trip and after this trip, I'm saving up for a trip to the Philippines because I was
Hmm.
born there, left there when I was 3. Still have a bunch of family that I haven't seen in like 20 plus years.
Which is wild, dude.
So yeah, I really want to make it back to the Philippines with my family. Like
Hmm.
it'll be like a nice homecoming for whenever that happens. But I want it to be either this year or next year. Like I'm really, really, that's like my goal. And then Singapore, because I heard like it's like such a modern like country and it looks so cool. Japan,
Hmm.
because anime.
Just because of anime, yeah.
Oh, and Nintendo World
Oh my god, I didn't even think about
yeah,
that.
they have one in LA in California.
The the Disneyland,
Yeah,
right?
but I heard the Japan theme parks like hit different. Then four and
I would love
five,
to go.
dude. 4 and 5. I want to do what you said, like Iceland. I want to do some like like Nordic or not Nordic, but
Yeah,
that kind of vibe because
I know what you mean.
Valhalla and Thor.
Exactly, dude. That's exactly.
That's
I
my
want to actually get into a fight on a volcano,
yeah. Oh man.
an
And
active
then
volcano,
yeah, I think that's a good balance. Like
naked,
somewhere in Europe and Iceland, somewhere in Europe and Iceland for my
and
last
then
2.
Iceland to
You
four
got a
and
good
five.
mix of like hot weather in Asia and Europe colder weather.
Yeah, I like that mix. Also, like yeah, also like yeah. No, I think that's a really good mix. I think my top 5. I'm gonna steal. Actually, some of yours are on my list. I have Japan on my list. This
Hmm.
is in no order, but Japan is on my list. I've literally always wanted to go to Japan, and it's like I will go. That's probably is one because it's been on my list for so long.
Hmm.
Um, my mom had one of her best friends is from Japan. She lives there now, and they used to visit like every once in a while when I was younger, and they would bring back like the coolest stuff, and like we would hang out. I think I played um Brawl, Super Smash Bros. Brawl early
Oh,
because
okay.
they had it, and
Yeah.
like but we would like bond so much over like Nintendo stuff and like just like the cool like snacks and like we would like bond so much over that stuff. um I would love to go there, pop a visit in maybe, and then like also just take in the culture, dude, because it's like such a completely different way of life, and
Hmm.
I think visiting places like that is very cool. So that's on there. Probably, oh, Cuba's on there because I've been to the Dominican Republic a million times, but my mom is from Cuba and I've never been to Cuba.
Oh,
So I would
okay.
love to cross that off the list and like experience that side of my uh like ethnicity, culture. Um can't think of the word that I was looking for. Then Europe, I would probably say like, oh, Greece, dude. Greece is high up there actually. And I
Oh,
want to see like all the ancient Greek
yeah.
like,
The Pantheon.
dude, I want to go crazy. I want Poseidon himself to come give
To
me a
stick
hug.
it in me, dude.
Yeah, to put that trident far in there, dude.
Yeah.
um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Also, the islands were Mamma Mia. That's off of Greece, I think, dude. So maybe Abba's there right now.
Abba.
Um, yeah, the north. I mean, I think probably. I guess I'll say Iceland. I want to see the Northern Lights so badly.
Hmm.
So, but since I already said I won't put that on there because I think I'm going there. So Alaska, I want to go very badly, even though it's U.S. I just like it's such a different place than the rest of the U.S. So I would love to go to Alaska, and then last, I'm gonna say, South Africa.
Oh,
I would
okay.
love to go to South Africa. I've only heard like really great things from people who've visited, so I'm gonna say South Africa, and I was gonna put Australia on the list, dude, because I want to go to Australia, but the wild like the spiders
Yes. Yeah.
scare me, like literally scare me to my core. So I
Hmm.
don't know. I will I go one day? Hopefully, probably, but like it's a question mark because I'm genuinely if I think if I see one of those big ass spiders, I may never leave my house again. So
Same here. Yeah. Oh man. That's why I'm kind of afraid of in Costa Rica because there's like snakes and like stuff you should watch out for. So
yeah, yeah.
long socks and I'm looking at like hiking shoes right now. hiking with
Dude,
shoes slash sneakers or whatever, so I can.
that's like actually my worst fear, probably. That like I like when I'm
Mhm.
like when I travel, I think my worst fear is that like a spider somehow got into my hotel room and like it's just lurking in there.
That
Ugh.
I'm gonna be paranoid.
Oh man, dude, that's like scary shit. But yeah, you're gonna be good. I actually went over there and I took care of all the spiders for you. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, dude, I hope that you get to every one of those places on that bucket list.
Oh, thank you, dude. You as well. Maybe we'll go to Greece together or
Thanks.
Japan together. That'd be sick.
I'd be so down. I'd be so down, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a. Oh, comment yours, Chai Tribe. Comment your travel bucket list. I'm very curious
Top
to
5.
see everybody's top 5 of the places everybody wants to go.
Because this is like the time to do it. Not. It's not the time to overdo it because we're in our 20s. We're not, the most wealthy, but it's the
But
time to do
like,
it.
yeah, it's a time to definitely experience
Yeah, like one trip, like
new
one
things.
big trip, like once per year. That's a good balance. But if you're like constantly traveling, I can't do that. I kind of I need like a home base, you know.
Me too. And I need to be at that home base for most of the year. Like I know, I like to each their own. Obviously, I know people who like have a home base,
Yeah.
but they're like there for like 3 months, and they're like traveling all around. Like they work remotely, and they're like just bopping around. And I think it's cool that you experience so much, but I couldn't do it. Too much traveling for me.
To end off the episode, which is a good one. A lot of like awesome topics. And I think I was like really high energy like this episode.
This is a good one.
But yeah, what are your recommendations for this week, Peter? Media, food, objects.
Yeah, objects is definitely the vibrator that Jerry mentioned earlier. That's top of the line.
I'll send you
Yeah,
a
top of
link.
the line.
Spencer's.
Yeah. The link is literally in the
I wouldn't
bio.
know. I'm just talking out of my ass.
Literally. Um, my recommendations, I'm gonna say, are. Oh man, dude, This is a tough question. Ooh, musically, I learned of some new tunes recently.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
A new song last night. It's called Jungle by Tash Sultana off the EP Notion. But she kind of like does. She she plays all the instruments herself, like Tame Impala esque. And dude, I heard the song last night for the first time. It was so good. It's like a very indie alternative vibe,
Yeah.
and like oh my god, it was so good. She's so skilled. Um, and then for an oldie but a goodie from Mr. Bill Withers, who's just a goat. May he rest in peace, dude. The song "Use Me" by Bill Withers is it just slaps. That song just slaps, and there's no other reason to put on the list other than that. It just is like you're getting into the car with your friends to go on a road trip, and you're having a great time. That's the vibe of that song,
Send me all those songs you just mentioned.
dude. I'm literally gonna do it right now.
I'm also in the
As
music
you give
vibe.
your recommendations,
I'm also in the
gonna do
music
that.
vibe this week.
Oh, tell me more. Tell me more.
Let's see. So I think I've already sent some of these, but the first one is 1980s horror film 2 by
Yes,
Wild
yes.
Rose. That's such a vibe. Oh my god! Like the synth
Yeah.
kind of like there's a version 1 where it's like more acoustic, but this version is so. Oh man, it gives. Well, I haven't watched Stranger Things, but it gives like
But
that.
it gives you that
It
vibe.
gives you that Stranger Things. It kind of vibe. Well, yeah, 1980s horror film, so it makes sense. But like the intro is so good. The intro is basically like similar to Stranger Things, and the rest of the song it kind of like dwells away from that, but it's really good. And then the second song is "Affection" by Between Friends. That's a
Dude.
good song. It's such a good song.
That's I remember like dude, I remember the first time I heard Between Friends, I immediately was like, I gotta show Jerry. Like I don't know what song it was, but I was like, this is Jerry's vibe. Like this like kind of like an indie bedroom pop. Like
Yeah.
oh
That's a good way to
man,
put
dude.
it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I
What-
love Between Friends.
Like it's like that genre of like chill indie or alternative where it's like that like 1990s movie scene where you like put headphones on and you're just like laying on your bed. Like
Dude, I also
yeah.
like 100%. That's exactly the vibe. Also, there's something so cool to me, and I was thinking about this last night. You know those like you have like a great night with your friends, like you drink a little, like whatever, and you're like in the car on the way back home. Like someone especially when you had a great night with your friend and like you like drank so you can't drive, so you're either in an Uber or someone's driving you back, so you're just like not focusing on anything but yourself. And you're just like thinking about life. You know, like it's nighttime vibes, you're in a car with the people you love, like and you're just like going to end the night. So I was thinking about how cool it is to me when some like it's like one person, two people who like are like college friends or something just making like an album, making music like in their bedrooms, in their apartments. Like not in big studios, like they're like up and coming. And I just feel like you like I connect so much more with that music. Like you kind of feel like they're just like I don't know, it's like less like they're superstars and more like they're just like people just trying to express themselves.
Yeah.
And Between Friends is that, dude. It's a brother and sister and one other guy making music in like their bedroom studio, which is just sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna second nice clutch. I'm
Oh,
gonna
excuse me.
second bless you, also bless you. I'm gonna second Between Friends in General by Jerry. I'm just gonna also they're coming out with an album soon.
No
You didn't
way.
hear from me, but I went to their concert and
You
they
saw them in person?
dude, I saw them live twice. I saw them at Gov Ball, and then literally loved them so much. Me and Aaron were like, that was the greatest thing. We got it. Whenever they go on tour, we're going. And then they announced the tour like a month later. We went, and then they played three, I think, unreleased songs, dude. You're not ready. You specifically, Jerry, are not ready for that album, dude. That album's gonna change
Shut
your life.
up.
Those were the three of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. That's not even an exaggeration.
Fuck.
So yeah,
pumped. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, Between Friends. I agree with that. A thousand millions. A thousand millions is what I agree with that.
Nice.
Great
Wow.
taste, Jerry.
Thank you. You too have the good taste.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Thank you. Well, thank you
But
for
yeah.
watching this episode. I love this episode. This is a good episode. But yeah,
This is
go,
a
go
great
ahead.
episode, and I have one more recommendation because you said 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and that's um I Want Your Video by Joe, spelled DJO. And speaking of Stranger Things, it's the lead of the band, the frontman, the singer is Steve from Stranger Things. It's Joe Keery, and he also makes music. And
Oh,
that
shit.
song, Jerry, I think. Remember when I texted you? I have a bunch of songs to show you.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of them, and I forgot to send it to you.
Oh,
So
no.
listen to that. Yeah, listen to that, dude.
We'll
That's
listen
like
today.
that's a vibe.
We'll drive in.
That's very synth, very upbeat. So yeah, those are our like what 5 recommendations.
Yeah. Very music
Enjoy
taste.
them. Enjoy them.
Musically.
Musically the app. Also download Musically the app and make a Musically.
Wait, TikTok used to be musically, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think that's the
Yeah.
progression.
Yeah.
What an interesting time.
Progressive.
What a-
I forgot the the what do you
The
call it?
slogan?
Yeah, the slogan.
It's don't ever crash your car
Progressive. Yeah, I totally
or
forgot.
else. Yeah. And then it's like the progressive guy
Oh yeah, that progressive guy.
that he wants to beat you up. I actually don't know what I'm saying. That was
Is it the
full
guy
of
that, like?
gibberish.
Is it the guy who like causes mayhem? Is that the progressive?
No, that's Allstate. Is that Allstate?
No, Allstate's Flow. No, progressive is Flow.
No, progressive is Flow. Yeah, Allstate is the one. Half the commercials are the guy with the really deep. He's like Allstate.
Yeah, and the
You
other
know
half
that
is the
like,
guy who makes
mayhem.
mayhem.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then progressive is Flow.
yeah. Damn insurance.
Yeah. Damn, what a time! I think I think my parents have Allstate.
I have nothing.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I have no idea what I have.
I live life on the edge, dude.
Well, on that note, Chai Tribe, we will see you next week, and thanks for tuning in to our lovely voices.
Peace.
Peace.